And joined by Coach John H. Lilly of the Independence Patriots. John, first of all, I mean, and people probably might remember this game as Atticus Goodson's career high, but you guys got a real good start from your passing game. Cyrus Goodson kind of looked like he was about to ready to set the world on fire. You know, he has a long touchdown pass and a long interception return, 2 quick scores. What did that mean to the team?
I think it meant, getting off. That was the goal. We wanted to get off to a fast start. We knew Shady was a good team, and we knew they could throw the ball very well. They're very well coached. Coach Colacerto does a good job over there, and Field does a good job. So we knew coming in we had to have an A+ performance, and I think it helped us getting off to a good start.
What do you what does it mean when you see people reciting the numbers that Atticus said? Do you think that 2 years ago when he had 35 had anything to do with his 2 career highs coming in the next 2 games against Shady?
No,
Is
it's
there anything
different.
to that?
No, it's a different team. That year, Shady was a powerhouse, and they had a great defensive line, and I think they were one of the best defenses in the state, and nobody ran on them. So, it's just how this game is. Sometimes you get the bear, and sometimes the bear gets you.
Your offensive stats are going to be probably close to 500 total yards, probably more than that. I mean, Atticus had 317 himself. You had over 100 in passing between Logan and Cyrus. Are you surprised by that, given the fact you didn't do anything for 2 weeks before this week?
Yeah, I was really concerned, conditioning-wise, how we would handle that. And the good thing is we had a lot of young kids come in and play and gave us a lot of support tonight that people don't pay attention to. Colt Miller come in and we lost a starter Thursday night, a key player, one of our best wide receivers, one of our starting outside linebacker. He had an appendicitis. So we lost him the night before the game, and it kind of threw a monkey wrench in on how we were going to do things. So we had some kids, Scott Kester, David Shuffleberger, they came in and stepped up, on short notice, and I thought they played well, and that makes us a better team.
When you, as a coach, and you coached this kid for a long time, and I know the number you're concerned about is probably in the one-loss column, but you see a kid do that and set another career high. Does it mean anything to you? Were you more happy for the line?
Well, honestly, I didn't know what his numbers were.
317's unofficial.
Yeah, we were. My main thing is trying to get some kids in shape. And we wanted to make sure we get 3 quarters in because we got to get in shape for the season coming through the rest of the year. And when you don't play for 3 weeks and you don't practice for 2 weeks, the only way we're going to get them in shape is they got to play themselves in shape. And so I was more concerned with them just executing for at least 3 quarters, and then let the young kids bring it home.
So you got what you wanted.
Yeah, we did. I was really pleased with. I thought our offensive line performance was pretty good. Coach Grog does a great job with those guys. Coach Cuthbert does a good job with the defense. I'm really blessed with a great coaching staff. I mean, every single coach I have on my coaching staff is a head coach of another sport. So, we got good cohesion with our coaching staff. Coach Cuthbert, the old head coach, is here pitching in and helping. We got a good culture, and we got people that really care about what we're doing.
You have the rushing game, obviously, that everybody knows about. Is this passing game, is it just going to blossom from here and take off, do you think? Because people still don't seem to want to. It's either try to take away Goodson and stack the box, and you're going to put your guys out one-on-one, which, as they said, they don't feel like they can be covered one-on-one.
Well,
man.
They're growing up and they're cocky, and that's okay as long as they back it up.
So you don't like? Do you rather they tone that down, or?
No, I don't have a problem with it as long as they back it up. And so far they have. They do the little things. They block pretty good, and as long as they're blocking downfield and doing the little things, we'll throw it around a little bit. But I think for us to take the next step in our program, we've got to get better at passing. And we basically took the end of the third quarter to do nothing but work on the passing game. And I thought we executed pretty good.
So that was a kind of a planned situation, the amount of passes you threw there. You wanted to kind of work on it.
Yeah, once we got a good lead, Kevin said at halftime, hey, let's work on our passing game a little bit and try to get some timing, because once again, you can't, when you got a small amount of kids, you can't get that timing against another secondary. So, we just wanted to work on the passing game a little bit. And on the flip side, if Atticus is running the ball 10 or 15 yards, if we're throwing, then we're not chunking 10 yards running either.
Well, I think you would want to say that they both aid each other, but which one do you think really sets up the other? Because, like I said, you struck first on a long pass between Phelan and Cyrus, and of course, then the defensive touchdown. But I mean, which one of those really sets up which? Do you want to get them out of the box? You figure if they can't stack the box, Atticus is going to go large. But if they do, these guys on the outside have proven the first two games with Logan Phelan, they can get it done.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Does one set up the other?
I think reputation-wise, from all the coaches that we have and the tailback that we have, that we're going to run the ball a lot, but we've got to get people out of the box. And once we can get people out of the box, then that's going to open it up for Atticus. And, we got to try to, we want to get through the season with him. The last 2 years, he's probably ran the ball 30 times a game. We're trying to tone that down to about 20 this year and spread the wealth a little bit. And I think it'll make us a better team. We got to get to the point where we can take the next step.
Logan Phelan is your quarterback. You're a 1,000-yard passer this year. You really, when we talked in the offseason, you were very positive about what he's done. Is he where you want him to be now? I mean, this guy overcomes an elbow injury, comes back and throws for about a $150 tonight.
Yeah, he's a hard worker. I mean, during the quarantine, he's throwing the ball around. Not with us, but he's throwing the ball around. He's going to work. That's the best compliment I think you can say about your team is they care about each other, they work hard, they pull for each other to do good. It's something that we preach in our program. We do some things. I just think when you have a team that pulls for each other, you got something special. And so far, everybody and every coach pulls for each other to do good. And I think that's the secret to what we're doing.
I want to ask you this. You mentioned several times to me you should come over and try to coach our team. I know you and Atticus have an interesting relationship. Just talk about him and what it's like coaching him. And, I would imagine at this point there's nothing, you don't think there's nothing he can't do. But talk about coaching now. I know you said, oh, man.
I tell you what, coaching these guys is enough to give a man a heart attack. I mean, we got a bunch of characters now. And, I tell you what, though, practice is never boring. I can tell you that. And sometimes we got to get on them. But overall, they're good kids that work hard. I mean, I think people don't understand just how hard we work in the off season in that weight room. I mean, it is beast mode in there, and you're seeing some of it on the field now.
I would almost say that Atticus probably isn't the biggest character on this team, or is he?
No, he's the biggest character on the team. Okay. I mean, Phelan's all business. Atticus is a goofball. The other three, we call them the divas, and then our offense, we call them the divas. And then we got the Grog's Hogs. So it's never, and then you got Coach Grog and the whole crew. It's never a dull moment at Independence.
I think you have more fun coaching with Kevin, and because he does, you know how he is. He'll just say what he thinks, and I think you like that about him.
Well, yeah, we work really well together. All our coaches work really well together. It just took a minute to get everybody used to each other, and it's just a lot of experience in that room. You got Coach Dean in there. He's got 40 years experience. You got Coach Cuthbert's got 40 years experience. Kevin's got 40. I've got 35. Scotty's got 20. I mean, we got almost 200 years of football knowledge in the room. We might not win them all, but I think we got good people in the office.
I think the scary thing is I remember when you guys were 5 years in.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I'm the baby of the bunch, and I'm almost 60, so.
Are you shocked by any aspect of today's game on the field? I mean, was there something maybe you're happy about, or something you saw immediately that you want to start working on probably this weekend?
I think all the I think our special teams, we got to get some work, with that, and we're hurting with the kicker. So, we've got to do some things and continue to grow. And the kids got to accept the challenge of, don't accept where you're at right now. We got to get to where we want to be, and we got to get better every week. And I've had a couple undefeated teams. Kevin's had undefeated teams, and that's when you got something special, when they'll try to get better every week and not be satisfied with where they're at right now. So that's the message probably when we come back in on Monday.
Okay. All right, John, I appreciate
All
it,
right.
man. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
Okay, you bet.